How's it going? One is Psycho Blue, conductor of the Hype Train, Mr. Hype Gems, hashtag Cross Wires, hashtag TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo. It is now time to review the combo breaker matches we recorded during pools all the way to top 4. We are doing this because, one, the top 4 footage is already up on IFC Yipes' YouTube page, and you can find that both in the YouTube description of this video, as well as in my community tab. And also because a lot of interesting exchanges happen, not just for entertainment value and the competitive spirit that is often shown with our regulars for TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo, but also the fact that some interesting exchanges happened within the game and the gameplay itself that's going to be rather crucial for the final balance changes. We were hoping to be towards the end when we had the final patch for Combo Breaker, but as you saw in top 4, and as you'll see throughout these pools, that may not be final. Some things may still be a little bit too good, or characters might not have the tools they would need to fight their way through matchups that other characters would otherwise in a more balanced rate. So everybody strap in. We've got a ways to go, and I hope you enjoy the show. First up is going to be PAG, Vicky Viper, and Lucifer. Lucifer is one of the regulars in the TMNT Cross Justice League official Discord. Again, this is different from what we had been doing about a year or so ago. We came to the Counter Discord. We moved to have our own dedicated Discord. Really, it was about time because most people who came to that new Counter Discord were there solely for TMNT Cross Justice League. So it's about time to have our own community to interact with each other and talk about the game, how to make it better, talk about what makes it so great, and things of that nature. And as usual, I will have the official Discord
Omega Shredder.
description. I'll also
Select
have
your stage.
currently because the links to the games I had
Ring of
released
Fire.
about a year or so ago are no longer valid, so I'll change that as well.
Round one.
First up,
Fight.
2024, between Vicky Viper and Vicky Viper is from my home. She has been present in all sorts of games. She's a medal winner in many of the games. Very her as well. That Vicky Viper represents.
Win.
Can't hear anything once.
Round two.
Well, they have the sound. Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. Okay, I got it. Hold on. There we go. How about now? It's very weird that the mic's so quiet. Like the mic's like right to my face. Can you hear me now? A little more? How about there? And again, I apologize for those trying to watch the match. I'm trying to get the sound balance right. So when I have these matches up, I don't hear how they sound compared to how I sound, because I'm doing this all by myself. Alrighty. Because I'm turned all the way up. Let me try turn this a little bit down. How about now? I turned the mic match, the game pretty low. The mic match. Yeah. Hopefully the mic match is a little bit better with the game. This good, guys? Yeah, I don't want to spend the whole stream trying to balance the sound with my mic, because I know most times I'm too loud and the game is not. Okay. So that's good? Alright. Let's do this. So as I was saying, Vicky Viper is a player from my hometown, West Virginia. Inspirational on all accounts. Many players have said that she inspires them to pick up video games. And I'll up the game out just a second. Inspires her to play at video... Inspires others to play the video game that she plays. And in doing so, I've told her many times that she's an important part of my locals. And I do kind of count on her promotions to let people know about the things we do in Rich Virginia, as well as games such as TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo. She has her hands in many different communities, especially games that are on the retro side. So thank you always, Vic Viper, for everything you do for this game and for joining in Meanwhile, you are facing Lucifer, who is a regular in our Discord and looks to place far in this tournament. Uh-oh, hold on just a moment. There we go. Alrighty, we got it. I think this is good. Okay. So right now it is still 1 round apiece in the first game of this set. So again, Lucifer is a regular in our Discord. So, oh, what a pop-off from Vicky Viper. Bam! Damage for Omega Supers have changed significantly in the more recent patches. They scale a lot harder now. So doing them raw will still get you good damage, but be careful using them in combos because they will scale very heavily, even if you simply do 1 hit into the Omega. I actually dropped what would have normally been a kill combo because of that new scaling. Vicky Viper is up 1-0. Very impressive. Alright, I changed the volume so the game's a little bit louder. Is this better? Okay. Okay, good. So let's talk a little about Armagon. Armagon got many new changes, and one of them is something that you're seeing right now. Sorry, I got my syntax mixed up for a second. With the bites, he will gain blood from the enemy. This doesn't like recharge his health, but it works more like Shin's drinks in the King of Fighters games, where the more he drinks from his bottle, the better his special moves become, particularly when it comes to combos. And that's what's happening with Armagon right now. Armagon's properties of his special moves significantly change for the better the more bites he gets. So not just like Shin, but also like Shun D from Virtua Fighter, who has that mechanic. Okay, thanks, guys. Excellent. Flash kick. Oh, see, yeah, when he does that, it means he'll go for a command grab to get the bites he needs to start getting more drinks to, again, continue buffing the properties of his special moves. Very important as the match goes on. Keep in mind, Armagon is already a strong character by default, but having the bust of his special moves through the bites make him that much tougher. Interesting change. Many characters got changes like this, so the game you may have played a year ago, and the game was showcasing a year ago, is not the same game as what you're seeing now. A lot of things have changed. The game is a lot more Oki focused. Stun deteriorates much faster, so you have to be a lot more aggressive as a whole, rather than playing maybe a little bit lame like I tend to do, because the stun won't be there anymore by the time I finally hit them again. So I have to really stay on and get better about that for most characters. Alright, Lucifer ties at 1. But yeah, as you see, Armagon's been given a lot of ways to rush down enemies, more so than before. Even though Armagon is still strong when it comes to his zoning and his Guile-like game, having those bites make it so that he can play both offense and defense to a much greater extent than maybe before, where he would rely a little bit too much on his dive to force his way in. Relying on dive, and of course the enemy's overall mistake trying to jump in on him when he has a flat kick charge. Good bait from Vicky Viper. Omega Shredder also got many, many changes. Omega Shredder now has something like presidentiality like G has in Street Fighter V, where you see he has a level 1 above his life bar. That's because Omega Shredder has to do one of his new special moves where he does a mystic dance, and the longer he does it, the more levels he gets, and those will increase the properties of his dash straights. Before, they were too strong on their own, and now they have been changed so that if he hits you with a certain level, that will change the property of that move, particularly when it comes to combos. That being said, dash straight by itself is still a decent move to approach with when you're trying to start a block string. So, as you see, Vicky Viper still uses the correct context. That's used a little bit more, but it takes a while to learn when it's time to or not, especially with all the characters changing. Boom. Alright, you see that? Normally when Shredder would hit you with that, you would fly a lot higher, but Vicky Viper does not seem to be too bothered, because even if the juggle state is lower, Vicky Viper has the charge she needs to continue doing those combos, knowing that has to be adjustment, which he made very quickly. Excellent. Good reversal. Boom. Boom. Something else that's changed. Doing Omega moves, or certain Omega moves as a reversal, those won't net you the juggle starters they used to. So everything has changed in that regard. No more reversal into half-life like Street Fighter Cross Tekken like I was doing a lot with Donatello and Omega Shredder in the past. Now you have to except that's a hard knockdown every time you do a reversal like that, and change your approach knowing there's no more combo waiting for you if you do hit the reversal at least raw. If you combo into it, it'll still have the old juggle properties. Interesting little chain right there from Lucifer. Yeah, all right. As you see, Armagon's dives on Wake Up are still lethal. That should be it. Lucifer advances 2-1. Next up will be Antarctica and Lucifer. I think Antarctica and Lucifer. Yep, Antarctica and Lucifer. It'll be Michelangelo and Armagon. For those of you who watched the EVO Grand Finals from last summer, you may have noticed how crazy good Michelangelo's EX rolling attack was, and how it was, in many ways, the perfect counterpart to what I was abusing a lot, Donatello's headspin attack EX variant. It's not as good now. It'll cause a float state rather than a continuing stun that he can chain from. So Michelangelo now relies very heavily on one of his new command normals, a side switch combo, that one. So he's going to be using this a lot to extend combos as well as get a side switch he needs to maybe get out of a corner and put the opponent in the situation that he was in, even on block. So that's just something you have to watch, because even if you block that, you're still switching sides with him. And it can also mess up charge characters like Armagon, because let's say he's charging a Sonic Boom a certain way. Now that he's side switched, he's going to have to change his charge to match the other way. So that's another thing interesting about that. Keep in mind, it's not often that you would be holding a charge in a way where you'd be doing a Sonic Boom point blank, but it's just something that could change things on a higher level. Even though it's like a big change that would help them. Oh, interesting little cross-up right there and Wake Up with the regular rolling attack. So yeah, the regular rolling attack still has enough stun to combo off of. Yeah, as someone just said in the chat, because Armagon is a flash kick character, you're still holding down regardless of what direction you're going in. And that's still a verse you have to respect. Very smart. So, unfortunately, when Armagon does that wave, he's kind of giving away what he wants to do. So, now we're seeing players holding up a little bit more in instinct, knowing that's command grab you have to respect. So, you're not giving Armagon a chance to continue drinking blood. Okay, next slide. There we go. Excellent conversion. That's not going to combo. Oh, did combo. Okay. I wasn't sure because it was done raw. Because, again, that move, the EX version of the Rising Thunder, that is considered a reversal. But because, I guess, it was juggle, it maintained the properties of the old reversal rules. Where you can combo off no matter what. In this case, it is a combo, so the properties were retained, and things have been going smoothly since then. Yeah, he can link up that, by the way. He can also cancel the second hit of that side switch into specials. And I have seen Michelangelo link from that to EX Dragon Breath and then go into more stuff from there. Antarctica's up 1-0. You see Lucifer trying to do the old Rufus-style neutral with the quick dive kicks at mid-range so that Michelangelo doesn't dive in like he did there. Very smart. So as you saw, the EX rolling attack has changed, the Ender's changed in particular, but you can still do combos off of it, just not as extensive as before. Another dive, but no conversion this time. Okay. Okay, I see you. And ending with a super. That's not going to kill, but is going to hurt. Oh, right into the command grab. That is nasty. That is nasty. What a confirm, and then using the rolling attack on Wake Up. No reversal waiting for him. Michelangelo and Antarctica advance to... No, it's still one more game. So off today. Yeah, sorry, guys. I've been looking at paperwork all morning. We had stuff going on at work recently. I got promoted, by the way, so there's that. But yeah, it's been distracting me a little bit. So I'm trying to get back in commentary mood. Give me a couple games, guys. I'll be back out in a second. Ooh, okay. That's what I was looking for earlier. And again, he reads the command grab. So no bites for Armagon. punish. There we go. Keeping it simple. Yeah. Reversals, they still have interesting recovery times depending what they are. So punish them isn't easy as it may be in other games. So you have to be mindful of when opponent lands so you get the optimal punish. Oh no! So you saw Michael. There we go. Now we got the bite loops going. Michelangelo expected something, probably that Super 2 as a parry, but instead got grabbed. That parry won't start grabs. Signs of life from the House of Lucifer. Fireball War? Yep, Fireball War. You saw the rolling attack not activate before Armagon got his dropkick in. Diving in, and the sweep. He's in now. But you have to respect, that's not as safe as before. Okay, we still got some combos off that at least. I guess EX rolling attack is not considered a reversal, so the combo does not get affected whether it's raw or not. Only the EX Rising Thunder. Keep it simple. I think Lucifer can tie it here. Close, but not quite. Antarctica in a bad spot right now. Forcing way in with the EX rolling attack. Oh, he got the hit in, and this is going to stink. Look, they were talking about earlier with the side switch loops. He is cashing out. So now it's a lot. There we go. Whatever Michael wanted to do, he wasn't going to survive that. A reversal on Wake Up has the set tied at 1. This time, Lucifer didn't feel like waiting for whatever Michael wanted to do with that side switch. Heavy Rising Thunder, rolling attack, but a reversal out with the flash kick. Yeah, this was full screen, by the way. So we had this game and this whole tournament played at full screen, and I didn't realize it'd be a problem until people started pointing it out on Yipes' stream for Top 4. I suppose from now on we'll have to run the whole tournament through windowed. I just did it as a necessity because of what the limitations were using Parsec. But if you guys really don't like the full screen that much, I will do my best to ensure everything's captured specifically through windowed mode and see how my captured card can deal with that. Because every time I try going to a resolution that TMNT needs to be at, sometimes my portable screen would just say, nah, I'm not doing this. And that will juggle because, once more, that was within the combo rather than done raw. Yeah. Reversals as a combo starter won't lead to any kind of combos, but reversals that have done to extend combos, those retain the old properties that they had prior. Again, that's a rule I'm still getting used to because I didn't realize that was the case until last weekend. Okay. Antarctica advances 2-0. Next up, Sentai Slayer and Hawthorne Bank game time. What is Hawthorne Bank? I'm going to Google that right now. Hawthorne Bank. Okay, I guess. I don't know if Game Time is actually sponsored by them or just works for them. I mean, I know how it is. I've once had my medical tag on when I was running a tournament. Show, hey, look who is quote unquote sponsoring me. So either way. Ooh, no. Yeah, Superman is still as lethal as he always was. You see how he's charging up that punch? That is also new. Many characters have new properties to their special moves where if you hold down the button executing it, you can lead to an extra property. Not unlike Luke in Street Fighter 5 and 6. Superman is one of those characters. If he hits you with that charge punch, it leads to a wall splat, and he can time it in a way where he can catch you just as you land to extend combos. Very nasty. Superman still only has one low attack, but with the command grab that he has, the flight mode that he has, and just the overall damage dealing that he has, as well as the instant overhead properties from his flight stance, he doesn't need a low attack that much. You're still going to find yourself in a situation where, if you're blocking, you may be command grabbed, and this can happen to you. Because he can still do all these things off command grabs as well. You do not mess with the S, ladies and gentlemen. A regular throw has game time. Finally out of the bad situation. No whip punish for you. Super 2 does not connect. A raw power drill is met with a diving punch. And a few more punches right in Raphael's stomach. I say stomach because Superman fights with honor. He does not hit below the belt. Sentai Slayer and Superman are up 1-0. Hawthorne is going to Leonardo. Why the stream? It shouldn't be because I changed it to TMNT before I started the stream. So I have no idea why it says Grand Blue. I changed it to TNT a long time ago. And even so, it should have been on Street Fighter Cross Tekken when I last saw it. So I have no idea. It might be something on Twitch's end why it says Grand Blue. Because I'm looking at my overlay. It says TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo as the game being presented. Going back to the match at hand. We are at Leonardo, who... oh, you see that? Another change for Leonardo. When he throws you, it's just a solid thump to the ground, like Ryu. Yeah, back to the matches. No worries. Oh, no. Even with all the changes, the adjustments, the buffs, the nerfs, Superman still has that light dash punch as a combo starter, which is nasty indeed. A long wait until you see a win pose. Are we going to the next round? Sentai Slayer and Superman are on set point. Pew. So nasty. Superman's one character where it feels like he only got stronger. I don't know exactly what the changes were to make him any weaker, but he still feels as strong as he ever was, not a little bit stronger, thanks to the new properties of his heavy dash punch. You can charge it and get that wall splat state. Oh, the tags? Okay. I'll worry about it later. I haven't changed any tags in a while. I see them now. Thank you. Alright. EX Breath the freeze and right into the wall splat. This is going to stink. Oki? No reversal. No reason to worry. This is going to finish it, and Sentai Slayer advances to nothing. I see the tags. No worries.
Select your stage. Location confirmed.
Okay, so the main change is that now damage has been changed, so Superman has to work a little more to get it. Before, he would just have damage with no effort. Now, even though he still deals damage at high quantities, he has to hit you a little bit more often for that, which I can understand. All in all, Superman is still a very dangerous character. I don't know if that would have juggled, so again, I mentioned earlier, the raw reversals now don't have the same juggle properties they used to when done raw. Because Rat King and Hamster started with a hit and then did the EX shock. I don't know if that would have commented. My guess is it would have, because it started with the normal and then goes to the shock. Either way, it didn't convert. Sentai Slayer Superman took advantage. Well, you see Rat King trying to dash in. Superman had a dashing punch waiting for him. Rat King already stuck in the corner. Sentai Slayer has those re-stands from the wall splat down pat. This is so nasty. He did. He really did. Blap. Maybe he was expecting a drop kick from Rat King. Rat King got new moves. I want to see if he used any of them. Yeah, Rat King now has a variation of his flying leg drop. Also, the EX version of his Shockwave now has an instant earthquake effect like Goro in King of Fighters. But yet, he got a new move. That wasn't it. Hopefully we'll see it in the next game because Sentai Slayer and... No, that was... Yeah, about to say, that's 1-0. I saw like a pause. I was worried for a second. May have lost count again. Because again, I'm also looking between the stream and the chat. I appreciate you guys tuning in, by the way. And to anyone watching on YouTube, thank you so much for supporting my channel all these years. This is the 10th anniversary of Psycho Blue SFXT, and I appreciate all the support you give me in making a YouTube partner, especially for the games I normally showcase compared to what other YouTube partners and fighting game players have on their showcases. It's not easy. Whoa, there we go. So that's not a reversal, so that still has the same property as a combo starter when done raw. My assumption is a raw EX Shock Spear will be the one that doesn't have the combo abilities anymore. No, that stinks. So I suppose when Superman does that, he is invulnerable to that shockwave. Sentai Save Superman are now on set point. Drop kick. However, that's just a jump heavy kick, not the actual drop kick. Good conversion there for Sentai Slayer. Yep, not good combo anymore. Normally, he would do that and then he'd pop up and then he could do whatever he wanted after that. And momentum would rapidly shift. And this was the case for every character that had EX reversals, because most of them did cause a juggle state. And I relied on that very heavily because I'm a cross-second player. I can't do that anymore. And that's going to be something I'm going to adjust to as I continue playing this game. As everyone will, really. Stun. This might be it. Heroic Brutality had him in the stun before KO, and Superman finished in style. Sentai Slayer and Superman advanced 2-0. Next up is Snuffy MD and Jiff. Okay, Snuffy and Jiff about to face off. The old cover athletes for Turban Fighters Championship Edition, War and Wingnut, renewing their old rivalry. I do believe they are also storyline rivals because, if I recall correctly, the Archie Comics had the art where Wingnut was part of the Mutanimals and War was one of the Horsemen who worked for one of the antagonists at the time during the Cuddly the Cowlick arc, where the Turtles and the Mutanimals were traveling through space. Yeah, I'm about to switch the name soon enough. Sorry about that. Anyway, so with this in mind, good anti-air from Wingnut. That's going to work because it was an extender rather than a raw reversal. I really like the anti-air being shown by Snuffy. Again, Snuffy's the Wingnut, not Jiff. And this will either be cleared up in a moment, or they told me after the fact who it was that advanced, and all will be well. Okay. A raw dash upper causes the juggle state. And you saw War slice down like that. That is one of the new properties of his dash upper. If he holds it down, he can create an overhead situation with that dash. However, Wingnut can still stop it in his tracks with a simple jab. I know that sides are going to switch soon. If not, once more, it is War being played by Jiff and Wingnut being played by Snuffy. So yeah, the names are wrong, and I'm pretty sure we adjust in a second, because this is still pre-recorded footage. Oh, nah. So again, there are new changes being made to these characters. As you saw right there, when War does his new move with the overhead, it does not combo the same way as the dash upper would. So not a complete substitution for what used to be there. Nice trap there, using the new variant of the Moonbuster. The names are still on the wrong side. There we go. Okay, we got it. Boom. Did I just switch? All right, forget it. I'm going to focus on the match. Okay, so that should be punishable at that point. You saw how deep that EX dash punch was. That's a raw reversal. There, good interrupt there. Boom, boom. Good. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Good stuff with the new move from Wingnut, new command grab. I might have to pull up my own overlay to fix this. Now I'm getting driven crazy by this. This is how I got blown up trying to do Pandora's Mayhem the other week. Okay. So, right now, it's actually Snuffy up. Boom, boom. Love it. Okay, I'm going to change this. Now I'm getting driven crazy by this. I'm such a perfectionist, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Assuming this set isn't over by the time I actually do find what I need to fix it. See here. Trying to find how to make this better. Yeah, I know how you feel. So who that just said it's annoying seeing how Wingnut's EX dash punch keeps dropping because of the slowdown with the moves and how it executes. So it used to be when you did the EX version of the dash punch, it would give you an option between the Mad Spectre or... Okay, it was 2-0. So War and GIF advanced 2-0. Who that said earlier that he's upset about how the Omega dash punch is... No, there, 1-1. About to say. Now it's the way it should be. Good. Okay, we fixed it now. Anyway, EX dash punch used to give you one of two options. Either the breakdance kick or the Mad Spectre. Now it just goes into that option. There is no more breakdance action for you when it comes to that move. So in that regard, you have to change a lot about Wingnut and the routes you're going to take when you do your combos. All right, good answer from War, using his Super 1 to anti-air Wingnut. The score is right, the names are right. Let's continue. See, I can't feel too bad because I once had to talk to people for top 4s at main tournaments. Hey, the scores aren't right, the names aren't right. So I have to practice what I preach, ladies and gentlemen. Dive kick in. That's still dangerous, by the way. War still has the Rufus stuff with that instant drop, and you have to respect it. Good combo there from Snuffy. Sadly, that Super 1 lasts such a long time, and it can mix you up in all sorts of ways, especially down the stretch. I lost a few sets to War because I couldn't figure out which direction to block as the Super 1 was concluding. That was something that he kind of needed because Super 1 was a rather blessed Super otherwise. Diving in, and War was swinging, so he just got swooped in and taken for a ride, of which there was only one landing, a bad one. Wingnut showing off the new version of the Moonbuster, how he charges it to make it go farther. Okay, that should do it for real. GIF and War advance 2-1. Next slide. We are in winners. This winners quarters, winners semis. This actually might be named wrong. I think it might be winners semis because this... Yeah, this decided who would be in winners finals, I think. So let me update that real quick. Sentai Slayer and Antarctica. Where is the scorecard? There it is. Okay, we got it. Sentai Slayer, Antarctica, winners semis.
Select your stage. Savannah Play. Round 1. Fight.
Okay, Sentai Slayer, Antarctica, these are two heavyweight contenders who, entering this tournament, were favorites. And because of that, I'm sure we're going to see quite the show. See Michelangelo forcing his way in just like he always does. He may have gotten some adjustments, but the game plan's still the same. That hybrid between motion and charge, between offense and defense. Much like DJ, Michelangelo loves to get down to the beat of his own drum. Oh, he tried to go for command grab. A little bit too much stun left over, so he was left wanting. Won't make a difference, though. Oh, he missed the link there. Thankfully, he had enough to paralyze Superman and get him to flinch for a chip out. So yeah, the rolling attack, it feels easier to link off rolling attack, the regular version, than before. What a ground bounce from the Comet Punch of Superman. Superman is still so irritating to anti-air because he flies so high in the air, and the Comet Punch has so much priority that trying to anti-air can be a real chore. I've heard of ways to do it, but nothing really consistent. Oh no! Superman tried to punish Super 2, but the fireball was faster than Superman could blast out the optics. Now he's going full swing right now. Michelangelo in the zone, but he cornered himself with the side switch. So we're back to floating around, baiting something, and he does. Rolling attack gets blasted away by the optics. Optic blast, optic blast. Another Comet Punch. Only one hit, though, from the juggle. It's tough right now. Superman Super 1 could also catch Michelangelo if whatever you try to jump in with. Oh, okay. Use the wide angle. Oh, did the cross-up with the rolling attack, and now we have the back-and-forth combos with Michelangelo, and that saved the round and took the game for Antarctica. Antarctica continued the showcase with his boy Mikey. He's got to hold that with that rolling attack, unless Superman wants to risk using his EX dashing punch, his reversal, which no longer nets the same benefits that it used to when done raw. But if you're punished, I'm pretty sure Michelangelo has a grab of some kind waiting for you of how deep a block dashing punch goes. EX Dragon Breath, covering all methods of escape so Superman can't just float away from it because of how high the top version of the Dragon Breath goes. Oh, parry, nobody home, and a big punish. Big punish. Oh, he misses the restand. EX rolling attack. And some extenders. Burning most of his resources. And the tides turn once again. Antarctica might be having this. Oh, no! Point blank, nobody home. Antarctica is now on set point and is one round away from going to top 4. Command grab. Yeah, he knew he wasn't going to get the usual stuff from the corner, so he had to dash after and then go for an extender. He had enough wherewithal to realize that and figure out how to make it happen the best way possible. Good stuff from Antarctica. Great situational awareness. Ooh, no, Sentai Slayer. Bringing out the big boy combos. Command grab, and that should take the round. Sentai Slayer says it's not over yet. Alright. Side switch. Superman gets away, but Michael will let him get away. He has a raw rolling attack. Comet punch. Dash punch. Restand. Oh, so much pain. As Patrick said, so much pain. Another Comet punch. The instant overhead from the flight stance. This... Nope. Too low on the ground. EX rolling attack. Going right into Super. Capitalize as much damage as he can early on because he wants to save the Omega. But will that be a bad call? Because now it's tied at 1 game apiece. Okay. I have no idea why Twitch tags are so prominent. It used to be just if you had the right game up, the tags wouldn't matter as much. Apparently that has changed the algorithm. Because no one's ever said anything about the Grand Blue being there until now. Anyway. Man, this would be a crazy comeback. Now it is... Got to change the score, by the way. It's 1-1. Now it is Sentai on set point. 1-1. There we go. Again, I had to pull up my overlay because the title of the set was wrong. This is actually winner's semis, not winner's quarters. So I'm doing this manually as we're talking. Look at that. Look at that. Threat with the instant flying all the way down with a punch that would have paralyzed Michelangelo long enough to get hit with a, as if he got hit by a jump in. No command grab for you. And no anti-air for you either. That stand heavy kick was lacking. Antarctica showing off the new Michelangelo and the new routes he has to take in order to get his old damage. Now both players are on set point. This next round will decide who goes to top 4 winner's side. Side switch. Superman jabs out. Oh, now he's got the fake version of the dash punch. Another thing Superman got changed. He can fake out the dash punch, so whatever you're expecting, he'll completely flip the script on you, and then if you try jumping over it, he'll just anti-air you for the real damage. Yeah, it's a really cool looking combo. The side switch stuff looks fantastic. That is hype. Whoa. EX Comet Punch now. The fancy stuff. There's a lot of stun on that move as well. But because stun deteriorates a lot faster now, you have to stay on them to really take advantage of it. Either way, Sentai Slayer has a rather commanding life lead, but it may not last long. Oh, he dropped the combo! But he has command grab, no worries. Super. Yep, that should do it. Antarctica advances to winner's side, top 4 of Combo Breaker, 2-1. Next slide. This is going to be Who Dat and GIF. Just a moment. There we go. Okay. Who Dat, as many of you know, his bench runs deep. He has more depth than the Pacific Ocean. And unlike the Suns, he knows how to use this depth, since Frank Vogel couldn't figure that out come playoff time. Not so much for Who Dat. He is a student of the game. In fact, he used to be a ball boy for Coach Pop, so he knows exactly what to do with his bench. And right now, he decides he's going to put Clayface in the starting lineup, which is not a bad idea considering all of Clayface's new tools, such as that, oh, what, that's a weird situation right there, such as that trap he sets. That's also a new move to this patch. Clayface can set those spikes down, and he can set them either in front of him or they can start approaching from behind. So if you're trying to zone him out and it's full screen, there might be spikes waiting from behind you before you have a chance to really fire back. It's pretty wild. I have no idea how that super dropped, by the way, but Who Dat does not seem bothered by it. Clayface, one of the newcomers of the Hellfire Encounter update from last year. And I've said many things about Clayface and why he's so near and dear to me, so I will not bore you guys with that all over again. But I will say that now that he had those spikes, he can really take advantage of those Abigail-style charge normals, which can mess up your day. They mess up your day anyway because Who Dat also had a lot of Oki setups without those spikes to set up those charges. But now that he has the spikes, he can really set up at a rather frequent rate. So you saw Clayface trying to versal out, but the head drop came sooner than expected. Oh, he tried to punish because he knew the spikes were coming, but the spikes are just too fast, and he lands on them! Even if you block the spikes, there is still Abigail normals waiting for you. Full charge into complete and utter destruction. Who Dat is up 1-0. Okay, a regular throw. He's going to charge for a stomp. He's going to get it. Okay, that's another new move. So Clayface now has a way to make it so he has a more straightforward reversal with the side version of the UFO. See, you block the spikes from behind, but you still have to worry about the unblockable from the full charge back heavy punch. The Abigail stuff. And as I said on top 4 with Yipes, no one's volunteering to run Street Fighter V, despite all the money that was thrown around for it over the last few years. Why is that? Someone's got to do something, right? Not it, by the way. All right, going for some more classic combos and ending with the overhead because he likes the bounce from it. Helps him set up the hard knockdown stuff. Oh, he lands on the spikes! That stings. And even if you're blocking the spikes, you're still stuck in the corner. Giff and War find their way out. It's a good way to do it. Stop. Still my turn. We have fires back. Oh, going for a... Alright, you can go for like a restand. Maybe that was changed with Super 2. So normally in that situation, Super 2 would hit War, so that now he was stuck in the corner that he's now in. But either way, he made the corner, just like who had anticipated. And he advances to top 4 winner's side 2-0 over Giff. I called him Jiff earlier. Pretty sure it's Giff. See, now we're having the Giff versus Jiff argument, but only for an individual rather than for the file name. So, someone's listing an option. War could have done Super 1, which is, again, the Maxim Spider-looking move that he does where he turns to a glowing white ball and bounces around. That would have got him out of the spike setup that led to the Abigail unblockables. Live and learn. Okay, next up is going to be Senko Zero and Maximo. Or Maxim. Maxim Zero, Maximo versus Senko Zero, one of my fellow staff members on the TMNT Cross Justice League Development Squad. And also a fellow Virginian. So I'm always going to be rooting... wrong side again? Oh my goodness. Probably fix it in a second. There we go. See? I got you. You keep in mind when I was running this thing, I also had to run a bracket at the same time because Senko was going through his matches. So lots of multitasking going on at Combo Breaker, which I'm happy to do. And again, I'm happy to give you guys this footage. This is an exciting game. Oh, no, he doesn't get the command grab. Another thing Raphael has had in recent months, he can now fake out his EX chest buster and EX power drill into a command grab. Like that, before it connects, leading to all sorts of devastating damage. Another thing, and I mentioned this I'm pretty sure I mentioned this earlier, most everyone now has a third strike style taunt where if you do it, you will get a buff of some kind. In Raphael's case, when he finished, and they want to finish their taunt, when Raphael finishes that flexing taunt that he just did, he will be able to get enhanced versions of his, sorry, had a brain fart. Advanced version of his projectile. He didn't finish it though, so, and also the round's over, so there's that. But I appreciate more Raphael. He was really left out in a lot of high-level TMNT Cross Justice League, which is complete opposite of how things normally went from tournament fighters. Oh my goodness, the smell of my armpit. That is the new version of Shredder's EX-upper, the Aura Crusher. Now, if you are blocking, you better be sure you can block the other way, because you can only... Like, you can interrupt it when he's in the flexing stance before he starts dashing forward, but from when he dashes forward to when he flexes his arm at the end, he is invulnerable, or at least has some level of vulnerability. So you have to either block it on the other side, or you have to stop him when it's in startup before he actually starts dashing forward. It's very nasty. It was driving me nuts all tournament when I was playing casuals. So I'm not used to all that nonsense with Shredder just yet, since he's normally a very straightforward, patient man character. And he can still anti-air with it, so there's that. Devastation all the way. And I believe Senko said that on block, even if you do block the Smell My Armpit, the EX Aura Crusher, that is -5 on block. So it is what we like to call with Law's Fist Fury Rush and Cross Tekken, online safe. So it's still a very tight punish, even if you do block it. Good conversion right there with Raphael and Maxim. Not going to combo anymore? That's fine. But there we go. Using those long limbs to catch Raphael at the end of that power drill. Okay, Senko is up 1-0. Good job using the regular versus the headbutt to get out of there. Long limbs again. You saw Shredder leap forward. That is an overhead. He can combo off of that. So you have to respect that overhead that he's doing, because he can get big damage off of that. Oh no, he backdashed right into Shredder, but now he's still on the wrong side of the Smell My Armpit. Raphael winces once again at this robot's hygiene, or lack thereof. The smell of rust is in the air as Senko and Shredder are up and on set point. For those who don't know the lore, this is not the Shredder you guys know and love. This is a Kagemusha, a stand-in to take over the Foot Clan because the real Shredder was considered dead at the end of Turtles in Time. And he was brought back to life in this game as Omega Shredder. So this is the King Lion to Omega Shredder's King Leo, for those of you who know your Kazuna encounter. Someone said, who had Shredder make it this far in tournament on their bingo card? I didn't, but I respect the armpit now. That is the stench of a champion, as Senko 0 advances 2-0. Next up is going to be Gif and Senko 0. Well, keep in mind, Senko's arsenal runs deep, so maybe Senko would have played one of the Turtles as well. Senko's also got a deep bench. That being said, I do like that the classic Shredder has turned so many heads. Just like when I first started running these things. I remember when I ran on our Turbo stream that we had a Cyber Shredder win that first event I did. I think it was Geki CP who won, and it was Misty. Was it Missy Vale? I think it was Missy Vale in Grand Finals playing Despero. So I remember a lot of people saying that they wanted to have more Despero, and they appreciated how the game did Despero thanks to seeing Misty Vale's version of him during the first time we determined for Turbo, during the public release of January 2022. Because it came out like December, but our first big tournament was in January for the public release, not the betas. Anyway, right now Senko is playing Gif, and the Call to Memory Lane is coming to an end. We are on one of the newer stages, which is a remake of the old Tournament Fighter stage with the undersea sunken ship. Yeah, you guys can hear that guitar remix. Such a fantastic cover. Thank you to everyone who contributed to this game, not just as a player and helping get our balance right, but also to the artists, the composers who helped add these extra stages and add this extra pizzazz to make this the best darn fan game you've ever seen. Smell My Armpit, and he's got the link down. Didn't get all of it, but he got some of it. Oh, we got the neutral jumps now with that neutral jump light punch, looks of it. There we go. Convert. Oh, no, that's not a conversion. Oh, that's bad. Good job blocking the cross up. Senko has some nasty Oki setups after he gets a knockdown. Lots of very ambiguous left-right situation off that jump in. Yeah, very smart. Senko said he did that because he wanted to stop War Stomps, which is very smart. That's an old Street Fighter tactic dealing with Bison. Or Vega, as a matter of fact. Although Vega, you usually catch him by making sure he can't jump to a wall. Cut off the pass, and he can't do anything. Great punish. Senko is up 1-0. Ah, the okey doke. Okay, you blocked my ambiguously safe special attack. No worries, Universal waiting for you. Stomp. Yeah, don't stomp again. Shredder's looking for when Shredder got his own nasty version of down backing thanks to that headbutt, as well as a dash upper. So just like you have to worry about when Armagon is down backing, you got to worry about Cyber Shredder down backing as well. Punt. No punish that time. Probably a little bit early. Good job blocking the cross up. Smell my armpit, and War says, no, I'm good. Stomping in. Stomp. Yep, there we go. He's gonna. Oh, he missed the cash out. He burned a lot of reserve for that as well. No worries. You still got damage. You can make it happen. Now he dropped the link. And Gif and War have something waiting for him. Good job blocking that. That is also a cross-up situation. Smell my armpit, and it's blocked. Stomp, stomp, stomp. OTG. Gif is on the board. Going in with the R Crusher, getting that frame advantage, or ambiguous frame advantage, I should say. I don't think it's completely safe, but as you saw, it's enough where Senkai can okie doke him. Overhead into the flame wave. Yeah, that was impressive. That was very impressive. At times you can feel pretty unblockable, but I suppose from that range, a little more time to react to which side. Mid-range, it's nasty. The nastiest cross we've seen this side of Luka Doncic. Okay, he tried to get him with the air-to-air. War still had a little bit more stomp left in him, though. There you go. You saw War was trying to get something, but from the time Shredder stops posing and starts moving, you have to kind of block that and hope you caught him on the right side. He'll go cross up every single time, though, so there's that, but it can be hard to react to, depending how close you are. And again, because you can't stop it as it's moving, or at least stop it easily with normal something like that, it can be rough. As you saw right there. Mid-screen or closer, it is nasty. Command grab. He's going to cash out resources. Senko is on set point, and he didn't quite get there. Oh, right, he's trying to pop off again, but War caught him early. Again, when Shredder's posing before he actually moves, you can catch him there. Okay, whiff right there. There we go. Talked earlier about the jump backs to stop the stomps. Oh, no! He didn't stop that one, though. He tried to chip him out. However, Shredder caught him with a reversal at the very end. Kind of checkmated there. Senko advances further. 2-0 over Gif. Who is next on our list? Next up is going to be Game Time and Snuffy. Okay, sorry about that. Again, it is Sunday, and everybody is always clamoring for me to look at their notes and stuff so their paycheck can go through, because it's that kind of week, everybody. I know everybody has got bills to pay, and for now, I'm going to focus on this, and then I'll get back to that. For me, I like to do pleasure for business, because in the way all the stuff I like to do for fun is like a business own right, because everybody's counting me to get this stuff out on time, so... I love the grind, everybody. I love the grind that comes with running these streams. So thank you guys for supporting all these years, and thank you guys for supporting this game. We've all put a lot of effort into it to make it great, and there are great players trying to show how great they are at this great game. Snuffy has taken round 1. Jump around, jump around. There we go. Boom. Great throw punish. See Snuffy throwing Moonbuster. He can still throw Moonbusters out to act as cover fire for his Oki. That hasn't changed yet. But now he's not quite as silly as he used to be. He has to fight a lot more to get the damage that he used to get off of his crazy setups when he's air dashing in and going for Moonbusters. You see, there's a lot more startup when he wants the Moonbuster he really wants. Like he has to flap swing a little bit longer to get the full screen Moonbuster. He also has a slow moving poison-esque version of the Moonbuster now. Really nasty because like comes down very, very slow, and as you're waking up you have to worry about the air dash stuff. Good pop off with the Super 1. Punish. Yep, there we go. Look at that. Stand heavy kick right into the good stuff. No finish, however. Diving in, and that lasts a long time. The Energizer dive, it keeps going and going. Snuffy is up 1-0. Game time probably with Leonardo. Yep. All right, now I'm cooking. The first few minutes of the stream, I was tripping over myself. It's a lot more natural now. Boom, bad Spectre. How will Leonardo get out of the corner? He does have some reversal, but they aren't as lethal as they used to be when done raw, as I've said a few times now. I feel like, command grab, and that's also new for Wingnut. When he flies in the air, he can still do his air dash stuff, and that's nasty indeed. Drop the combo there. Did he run a juggle points, maybe? I'd lost count. There's a lot of scaling, by the way, after you dizzy somebody. So you have to be sure you do your optimal combos after a dizzy. Otherwise, it won't finish them like they used to. Which is, I agree that's necessary because there were a lot of TOD situations, or what felt like TOD situations because stun didn't deteriorate fast enough, and the scaling on dizzy wasn't that great, but all the same, it's an adjustment. The pressure continues. Diving in. Okay, he's trying anything. I think Game Time realizes that he's looking for answers, and he's got to use some practical stuff, air-to-air as a DP, stuff like that to try and stop Wingnut's crazy assault. Snuffy, however, will continue his all-out offense, 7 seconds or less. No pop-off for you. Okay, he's starting to get the hang of it now. He's gotten a few ways to stop Wingnut's pressure now. Look, he's catching him. He's catching him. Game Time says bet. I gotcha. I gotcha. This hitbox lingers a long time. This will stop you from diving in. Pop off. Nobody home again. You got to capitalize now. I think Game Time's starting to get his rhythm. All right, he did catch the Super 2 that time. And just like that, Snuffy has turned around a bad situation, finishing with a regular dash punch. Snuffy advances to nothing. Next up is going to be Snuffy and Swiffer. April O'Neil in the house. Everyone's favorite girl. I remember early in TMNT Justice League Turbo's promotion, there were Aprils everywhere, especially when it came to the artwork, but also in the gameplay because April was ridiculous. The way she would do those elbow loops, the Julia-style elbow loops, those were nasty. And now she has new follow-ups, overheads, from those elbows. So they may not be as safe or as, well, not so much safe, they may not be as continuous on hit as they used to be, but she still has extenders that she can rely on. And you gotta respect those. So she's still a force to be reckoned with. She's still a problem. Boom. We'll see if Snuffy gives her a chance to be a problem. Right now, Wingnut is going all out while Swiffer and April are trying to close the gap. Boom. Snuffy takes first blood, appropriate being he is a bat. Up a round. And look at these two bopping around the background. Yeah, much love to the crew from Noise Factory and Studio Aqua for all of the great memories they've given us and for lending their likeness to this game, because they actually did make a new song. The two individuals see in the back, they are Noise Factory staff, and they did contribute an original song to this game. So thank you so much. Okay, how will April? My guess April's going to try. Oh no! Whatever April wanted to do, sure that wasn't the result she wanted. Pop off, and she does, dashing right through the Moonbuster and whatever. Oh, what the heck? He didn't take any damage, and the explosion's still there. Oh, there you go. He tried something, and he wound up dooming himself. Made you look, pocketbook. Oh my goodness! I'm pretty sure that wasn't supposed to happen, but. We'll take it for now. Like Steve Fox and Cross Tech, we can have this, but it'll end the same. There you go. Don't let him do it for free. Very nice. Oh, interrupted. How rude. Crazy situation with that particular round, and that explosion not catching Wingnut anytime it was supposed to. Let's say Wingnut got out of that situation and they moved off the screen. Would that explosion still be there by the time they were done? Great parry from April, by the way. That's something you want to do if you're expecting Wingnut to zoom in and not throw a Moonbuster out first. All right, she does have the extensions there. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, so April still has the elbow extension. I think one of them got nerfed or at least made a little bit tighter, I suppose. I'll have to check later. Either way, that was not a combo at that point. Probably just made it a lot tighter, or the version that connects isn't safe anymore. Okay, Swiffer and April are up 1-0 in a rather crazy game.
Select your stage. TMNT. Wingnut. April. Select your stage. Location confirmed. Round 1. Fight.
Okay, we'll see if this is any more tame compared to what we saw earlier with that explosion that didn't catch Wingnut, so it just lingered for a noxy long time. I missed the link there. Wingnut got out of the corner. Parried! Boom. Ending in super. Very smart use of resources. Bring the pain. What a lead. What a lead. And that's one of April's new command normals, that gut punch. That, kind of like a KOF style command normal. And as you can tell, it's really useful when it comes to trying to put people in block stun. Great job, Snuffy, fighting out of that situation he was in. It looked to be all Swiffer until that exchange happened. Oh, we jumping around. We are dancing on the ceiling, ladies and gentlemen. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Side switch, and you are still in the air, so you are going to get taken for a ride. Swiffer is on set point. Very smart. Tracking down Wingnut, knowing where he's going to land, but also knowing that April was not going to be in Moonbuster range. So great job optimizing that punish. See, I think I was trying the hang of it. Great block from Wingnut. But slippity slide and a parry. And the wall splat. And the continuation. Mad Spectre, bop, boom. Mad Spec. No, that was a Moonbuster. Okay, we still press the buttons though. Swiffer had the advantage, and now it's all. Oh, there we go. We're connecting all the way from downtown. Look at those legs. My goodness, the Stacy Keeblers all the way downtown with those kicks. Swiffer advances 2-0. Okay, so I think this is loser's quarters. So the match you saw Senko win over GIF he is now in top 4, but on loser side. So this will determine Senko's opponent when top 4 starts on IFC Yipes. And again, you can find that on IFC Yipes' YouTube, and I will link the top 4 for this game and what you're seeing in the YouTube description. That way you can support his channel and thank him for the wonderful work he does for the FGC all these years and for this game. He did not have to stream this game, but he was given an opportunity to do so, and he treated us very well as always does. Thank you, Yipes. Thank you, Nolber, for all you do as well. Nolber being one of the main video crew people that he has. Okay. There we go. The elbow drop, or the fist drop. Okay. Never mind. The 5-knuckle shuffle. So the one time, Superman's now using his soul low attack a little bit more because he can cancel that into the fight stance. So if he gets a hard knockdown and then he's flying right over them, that's pretty nasty. So he does not have much of a high-low threat, but you got to think about it a little bit because he does get some good range off his sweep. Oh, no, intercepted. Pop. He missed the restand. No worries. No link for you. Drilling in. No link for you. No punish for you either. Yeah, but they're trying to find an opening, and I feel like... All right, there we go. We got a sweep and a command grab. No restand for you. Breathing in. She's going to fire. All right, she does get in. I'm about to say, you have to watch. If you're facing April, you got to worry about that move when you are at that particular range. That's like the perfect spot for her to elbow drop in. Another command grab. This one should do it. Okay. Overhead. She can combo off that overhead. That flip kick she had. It's a new move. She can combo off it in certain situations. Okay, April got a command grab there. Maybe she was trying to do something different. No worries. Breathing. Saw April swinging. Gotta be careful not to get frozen, that situation. He wanted the old school Dawson Oki breath. Cashing out the resources, not the worst idea. Lots of damage. Lots of pain. Command grab again. So everybody's worrying about the overhead now. And now Sentai is taking advantage. Oh no! That's not good. Oh, she put out the way! She survived. April going out. There's the anti-air, but no finish that time either. Could have done a super at the end of that. And he pays for it dearly. Swiffer is up 1-0. Dashing in. And overhead. Trying to keep Superman honest there. Another command grab. What are you going to get off of it? No restand either. Sentai dropping everything all of a sudden. He was getting those restands earlier, but now, with everything on the line, getting a little bit tense. Elbow drop. Got a little bit afterwards, but not too much. Dashing in. Oh, there. Very smart. Use the parry. Yeah, the elbow link is much tighter now. Elbow being the Julia forward one style elbow, not the elbow drop, which is a different move. Bam. Optimization to the maximum with Superman. Crossed up with the elbow drop and the elbow dash. Elbow dash, what I'm talking about earlier, the one that links. The elbow drop also links, but different direction. Boom. No restand for you. No worries. I will just mash normals out of this, and I will continue the pressure, says April O'Neil. That. What a kick. Again, that's an overhead. It's a new move in this particular iteration of Team Chargers League Turbo. We are trying to finalize this game, so what you're seeing here, other than some balance adjustments, are very close to the finished product. And we are looking to have that finalized towards the end of the summer, if not sooner. Probably more like the fall, perhaps. Either way, we are tied at 1 game apiece, and this is the last match before we go to top 4. And again, we will have top 4 links in the YouTube description, leading to IFC Yipes and his crew. Yeah, now we got the good links right there. The elbow loops may end at 1, but the end result is still the same. Unbridled pain. Elbow drop. Gotta hold that. Good punish. She tried to go for another grab, but April said, nah, get out of here. This time the bomb did hit where it needed to go. And she finished in style with the elbow drill. Swiffer is 1 round away from going to top 4. Oh, man, oh, man. Sentai's looking shaky right now. Oh, command grab. Everybody is just waiting in Superman's carrying arms lately. All right, now we did get the restand. Now it's but he didn't expect the stun to kick in that time. I was talking earlier about stun deteriorating faster, but now if it's right in your face that way, it's 27 hit combo, 28 hit combos. Oh my goodness, even without a super, the pain remains. Now both players are on set point. This next round will decide who goes to top 4 at Combo Breaker 2024. And I will ban this bot a little bit later. Anyway. Yeah, I'll kick it in a second. I'm focusing on this match. Okay. There you go. This is it. This is it. Swiffer, what? No! He had it. He had it. Swiffer's got to figure out a way to pick up the scraps. Still a huge life lead, so Sentai's got to work a lot to make up deficit. He got so lucky. Oh, no. And he got the restand. This is going to stink. Oh, no. Not this way. Not this way. Sentai Slayer advances 2-1. And Swiffer has a heartbreaking conclusion to his run at Combo Breaker 2024. Our top 4 is set. Hudat, Antarctica, Senko Zero, and Sentai Slayer. Man, Swiffer, that's crushing. 1 dropped link was all it took, but as a Suns fan and a Vikings fan, I can relate to 1 thing is all it takes to spell defeat. That's frustrating, man. Congratulations to all of our players all the same. Congrats to Sentai Slayer. I'm not trying to diminish anything he's doing. Sentai Slayer is a pillar in his community. He is one reason why TMNT Cross Justice League is Ohio versus everything, because he has been leading the charge for the level 1 bar in the Ohio community in general for TMNT Cross Justice League. And so many people have rallied behind him and followed his lead to support this game beyond what we do in the Discord. All right, that is our show for today, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I won't take up much more of your time. Again, I'm going to have the YouTube script for the top 4 going to IFC Yipes channel up with this video. So check that. If you're watching, look in the description. You'll have the top 4. Also have a link to the TMNT Cross Justice League Discord and the permanent link to the game. Again, it's different what I had been posting over the course of a couple of years. tmntxjl.com no longer works for this game. You have to go to a different website now, and I will link that in the description. In the interim, next stop for me, other than going to the DMV and helping Rel out with something, is I will be at CEO. Where is CEO? Looking for where my ad for that is. I think it's down here. Where is my ad? There we go. I will be at CEO for Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Those are official side tournaments, and you can sign up for that if you're going to CEO I'll put this description as well for this video. You can sign up for these 2 games. I'm putting $250 down pop-ups for each game. If more people show, it'll make it rain a little bit harder. So yeah, Cross Tekken, Tekken Tag 2, look forward to it. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo. This is Psycho Blue, conductor of the Hype Train, Mr. Hype Gems, hashtag Crosswires. I will see each and every one of you next time. Please go check out this game, TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo, and you won't regret it. Till next time, folks.